guys, so today I'm going to be showing a full face glam makeup tutorial for any special event, especially if you have a birthmark on your face and you want it covered a little bit. This is the makeup tutorial for you, so let's get started. So I have dry skin, so I'm going to go in with the Bioma Milky Toner. I love milky toners. They're super nice and hydrating on the skin, and it really preps your skin for flawless makeup. If you have dry patches or your skin's more on the dry side, your makeup can kind of cling to those and give it a cakey look. So this kind of helps. I'm extra. I go in with 2 milky toners because I have very dry skin. I use the Thayer's milky toner is my second one. This one's a little bit thicker. If I had to choose one, if you like something a little bit more light and not as thick, Bioma. If you like more of a thick consistency, definitely the Thayer's. I use this one. You can use any moisturizer you want though. I like to start with my eyes first. My reason for that is because you'll get fallout from your eyeshadow. If you mess up, you can just wipe it off and you won't ruin your face makeup. My face concealer I use, the Natasha Denona one. Love this concealer. It's the best. It's so good. So I'm just gonna put a good amount on my eyelid. Some people like to just do concealer and then go right in with their eyeshadows. I personally like to set it with powder because I feel like I can just blend it more, but you just play around with it and you just see what you like. There's no right or wrong when it comes to makeup. This is the Huda Beauty powder and cherry blossom cake. I'm gonna go in with these 2 shades right here. I'm gonna mix these 2. So any like light orange, tan, you're just gonna put this in your crease and you're gonna slowly build it up. Outer corner like this. And I'm gonna put it in my crease halfway with it. I have hooded eyes, smaller eyes, so I want my eyes to pop. So I kind of just go like this and gently brush. I'm literally using the same brush and out. I want to mainly focus right here though. Looks like this, and put it in that dark brown shade and go on my lash line like this. Here, this kind of tan shade, or you can go in with a white shade too, and go right in right here to kind of open and brighten up my inner corners. It's Moondust, Urban Decay, and Cosmic. And I'm just gonna put it right here, curl my lashes. I have a video on how to apply false lashes if you want to go watch that. It's way better than what I'm showing right now. It's so quiet while I'm doing this. Oh my gosh. To connect your real lashes to the false ones. Into the face makeup now. I usually like to do like a glowy kind of primer. I love the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. It gives a really nice glow. This makeup look does cover up a birthmark. If you feel like your makeup is looking cakey, either your skin is not hydrated and you need to hydrate it, you didn't let your skincare set in long enough. That's why I like doing my eye makeup first. It gives the skincare time to soak into my skin. Sometimes if you have too much peach fuzz, it can kind of make your makeup look cakey when it's not even cakey. Sometimes your products just don't mix well together. You should use a different product. Maybe the powder you're using doesn't like the foundation that you're using. If you're using a water-based foundation, you better be using a water-based primer. Oil-based, you better be using an oil-based primer, glotion, foundation. You don't want to mix around. Is water-based. I use the Makeup by Mario foundation. I love this foundation. I feel like it's not talked about enough. It is literally the best foundation ever, especially if you have normal to dry skin. I don't know for oily skin because I don't have oily skin. You don't even really need to use this if you're using this foundation. I just wanted to use that to show you guys like the glow that Glotion gives. If you had to buy anything from this video, the Makeup by Mario foundation is definitely a fan favorite for me. I love it so much. So this is water-based. My concealer is water-based too. So they mix well together. I'm in the shade 5N. This is the BK Beauty 101 brush. It is a foundation brush. Literally applies your makeup like butter. Look at how smooth, but I like to tap it and press it into my skin like that. And I like to pump it in the back of my hand, kind of mix, because sometimes when you pump it on your face, it can kind of not distribute it evenly. So look at that coverage already. Make sure to blend it in your hairline too. You don't want your hairline to be a different color than your face. You can do your ears too. I have earrings on, so I'm gonna skip. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Melting Bronzer Stick. So I'm just getting a brush like this. So see how it already blends really nicely on my hand? You don't want to go below there, because if you drag it too far down, it's going to drag your face down. You're just going to gently press. Don't rub it in because it can pick up your foundation. I used to be a concealer before bronzer kind of person, but now I'm a bronzer before concealer person. You can clean up your bronzer with your concealer. And I have been really liking that because I use concealer anyways to clean up my bronzer. I feel like sometimes it can come off as muddy if you do too much bronzer. You know, go on your jawline, your cheeks right here. You don't want to go right here. You want to go right underneath and really just blend it out. So I'm using the Natasha Denona concealer and I'm in the shade N2. This is a brightening concealer. It has serums in it, so it's very nice and hydrating. So you're gonna go like this and scoop it up. Like this, scoop it up. And my upper lip, I put it in on my chin. I put it in spots I wanna brighten. So like kind of everywhere. And then I'm gonna go right underneath where I did my bronzer. Right there and right there. Now my birthmark, I will add just a little bit extra. This is my concealer brush. This is the BK Angie Hot and Flashy A506. I will put all of this in my description box. I'm gonna just blend out my concealer a little bit. A little goes a long way with it. Look at the difference. And make sure, I always go on the side of my nose right here because I want everything to blend seamlessly. And I dab right on my birthmark. You can also use Dermablend on your birthmark. I really love Dermablend. It's really good. I feel like you need like an extra little help. Dermablend is my favorite for covering up. And I'm just gonna blend. You just wanna take your time. So right here, I'm gonna be very careful how I blend it out. I'm gonna go into straight. Sometimes I'll even get my foundation brush. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and I'm gonna kind of go over everything and make sure it's all seamlessly blended like that. The Giorgio Armani blush, this stuff is beautiful. It's this beautiful peach shade. It looks so good. And I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, my powder. And I'm using the same powder I showed in the beginning, Huda Beauty one. So set this with a dry sponge or those little powder puffs is usually what I use, but I need to get more of them. But honestly, this works actually really nice. And I even go down and set my birthmark area especially, and right here, and I kind of just go everywhere where I highlighted, just kind of set it. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder, finishing powder, in one fair. I love this powder. Like a little tapered brush like this, and just dip, as you can tell, it's very well loved. And I'm gonna go underneath my eyes just to kind of set my face even more, and this gives it a really nice airbrush finish, like it truly does. Go in with my Makeup by Mario bronzer. I love this bronzer, or I love the Physicians Formula bronzer. It's a nice buttery bronzer. I think it's literally called butter bronzer. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. Bronzer, I kind of just have fun with it. Like, I just make sure I don't go below this line, and I really just rub the bronzer on my face. Don't be scared to add bronzer. Some bronzers are a little bit more pigmented. I feel like this one, can play around with it and use a good amount and you'll be fine. The Physicians Formula. This is a really beautiful blush. I really like that one too. I'm using the Patrick Ta She's a Doll. Now, this is an intense shade. The reason why I like this, you get a powder and a cream, but I love a good blush. Tip: apply more blush than you think you need, because blush is always the first thing to get off your face. I don't know why. Like, you need blush. Go in with the Dior one, and I usually mix the blush and the highlighter shade together, and this gives a really nice, beautiful glow. I use 2 setting sprays. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Extra Glow and the One Size Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. This stuff, if you have trouble with your makeup rubbing off, not lasting a long time, you need the setting spray. I use this because I have dry skin and I feel like this helps melt the powders in. This one's not really that necessary. If I had to pick one, I would pick this one. Shake up this one. I love the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut. This is the best lip liner. I just line them. I just like this. The YSL Love Shine Candy Glaze in shade 44. Beautiful shade, and it literally smells like candy. It smells so good. So beautiful. I put this over. This combination is so beautiful. And this is the final look of my makeup. If anybody wants to see a drugstore version of this, let me know, and I definitely will do that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!